William Morrow and HarperAudio present The President's Man, The Memoirs of Nixon's Trusted Aide, by Dwight Chapin, read by Will Damron. A note before we begin. Be sure to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider, or go directly to www.harpercollins.com/audio/The President's Man. It contains documents pertaining to the Watergate investigation, a list of sources, and more. Preface. We were visiting my daughter, Tracy. Early one evening, I heard several soft, hesitant knocks on the guest room door. When I opened the door, my grandson, Matthew, already in his pajamas, was looking up at me. With the innocence of a 7-year-old, he asked, "Pips," that's what my grandchildren call me, "did you work for a president?" I nodded. I did. "Did you have to go to prison?" "Yes, Matthew, I did." He considered that, giving it the mighty weight prison conveys to a child. He tilted his head and pursed his lips. "Did the president go to prison too?" "No, Matthew. No, he didn't." I took a step back. "Come on in." We sat side by side on the bed. "It's very complicated," I said. "When you get a little older, I promise, I'll explain the whole story to you." The whole story? Explain what happened to me? What happened in America? That would require explaining, understanding Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States. Richard Nixon was the most complex man I've ever known. He was an enigma wrapped in a cocoon of contradictions. He was a man of extraordinary intelligence and vision. He could take you around the entire world with his words, country by country, detailing the political dynamics, the shifting winds and the power players in each place, while at the same time concerning himself with petty slights. He could be warm and gracious, cold and off-putting. He was a political genius, but he missed completely the dangers of Watergate. He was a man of great emotions, but he took pride in containing them. He was a public man who drew sustenance from the crowds, yet he was happiest in a room by himself, a briefcase on his lap, recording his thoughts and ideas by hand on yellow legal pads. I met him when I was so young, and still today, many years later, my life reverberates from our relationship. 1. When my life changed for the better and forever. I knew Richard Nixon well. I started working for him as an organizational field man during his 1962 California gubernatorial campaign. I served him as an aide as he wandered in the political wilderness, planting a forest of favors in anticipation of another run for the presidency. I became an advance man at the beginning of the 1966 off-year election cycle, and then his personal aide in 1967. In the White House, as his appointments secretary, I had the office next to his. My door opened into the Oval Office. Then I was given responsibility for the logistics and arrangements for the president's historic 1972 trips to China and the Soviet Union. And I was the first of the Nixon men to go to trial because of Watergate, although I had no involvement in it. We spent thousands of hours together, from small hotels in New Hampshire to the Forbidden City in Beijing. I knew him so well, but as I have continued to discover through the decades, in many ways, I barely knew him at all. Still, today, right now, I can close my eyes and visualize him standing a few feet away from me, acknowledging defeat in that 1962 California gubernatorial election, beads of sweat on his forehead as he bitterly tells reporters they don't have.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?